Back then, guys wore suits and hats to the fair. One of my first memories of this building would have been back in the late 40s or early 50s. My grandmother was big in flowers. She had a huge flower garden, and she'd spend the summer getting ready to what she was going to bring to the fair. And my grandfather, I remember coming over here with him, bringing flowers and stuff to this building and also to the Grange building. She always made a lot of things for that. My name is Curtis Johnson, and I came on the Fulton County Fair in the fall of 1981. I think a lot of things that happen at the fair or people where they're involved in and interested in, it passes down to their kids or their grandkids, and so it just kind of keeps coming along. You know, I believe it's why they always fill this building. Anything that happens around here, it's really sad if something happens, it goes away, and there has been some things that we've done over the years that's their time it was up, you know, and it's something else took its place, but a building like this, I think, could go on for a long time.
Hello, I'm Ron Rice, Fair Board President. The reason for renovating the Arts and Crafts building went back quite a few years. It's been talked about a lot, whether we rebuild or we renovate the current Arts and Crafts building. The decision was made after finding out that the bones of this building meant a lot to a lot of people. It's been here for a long time, the history. There's been a lot of stories going through this building. That was the reason we went with what we did.
Well, I knew about this project when I got on 6 years ago, and then it just then the hog barn went into it, and then got through the hog barn project, and we started concentrating more on the Arts and Crafts building. Hi, I'm Scott Smallman, Vice President of the Fulton County Fair. My role in this renovation was the building planning committee. So when the time came to design the new renovation of the building, we did have some structure issues with water. We went with a steeper pitched roof. If you were ever in this building and looked up, the windows were there, but they were sided over. So we ended up taking that siding off and opening it back up and put more windows like the original build was.
To renovate a building like this, it takes a lot of hands, a lot of people to get involved. From the state of Ohio offering grants, there's been a lot of donors, big and small, and they all mean a lot to the fairgrounds.
The Arts and Crafts building means a ton to our family. We were always coming to the fair and seeing different parts of the animals and showcasing, but our special highlighted spot was always the Arts and Crafts building because that's where we could see our family's crafts on display, from quilts to even checking out the flowers, as my grandma's really big into flowers. Hi, I'm Liz McGinn. I'm the great-granddaughter of Ramona Schmitz, also goes by Mona, and every year we would spend a lot of time going through the Arts and Crafts building looking at the quilts that she made. When they started asking for donations for this building, it was right after my grandma had passed last year, and we know how much of an impact everyone was so excited to see grandma's quilts hanging around, and she would always walk hand in hand around with my great-grandpa throughout the fair and always making sure she came in to see how she did on our judging. And I remember our family always coming through and then talking about it, be like, oh, grandma got a B this year, I can't believe so-and-so won. So it's nice to kind of have those memories and know that that legacy will continue to live on.
Whether it's flowers, baked goods, sewing projects, or your artwork that you may have done. It's a great building for people to bring things that they have either made at home or they have grown, and then bring it and show it. I'm Laura Leininger, and I am a director at the Fulton County Fair, and one of my responsibilities as a director is to be in charge of the Arts and Crafts building. When I first heard that we were going to potentially remodel the Arts and Crafts building, it was exciting to think about. We as the Fair Board think it's important to preserve this tradition, having a beautiful space for people to bring their projects, showcase their projects at the fair for others to view and hopefully be interested in keeping the tradition going.
My great-grandma really wanted the next generations to get involved. A lot of the times you see those, the crafts on there, especially the quilts, because that's what she did, was always done by someone's great-grandma or their grandma. So there wasn't very many times that these crafts were done by younger people, so I know she really had this vision of it growing for the next generation instead of kind of dying out. I hope to see it to continue to grow every year. Revitalization of the building will bring more people and more attention into getting judged for these different activities that people do.
On behalf of the Fair Board, I'd like to thank the many people that were involved in this project, from the generous donors to the volunteers to our contractors, and the Fair Board members who have put a lot of time and effort into this building. This building will be used for years to come, for generations to come. You know, every September, there's tens of thousands of people that walk through this building. I've always said that, you know, we want to leave this fairgrounds better than we found it. And so moving forward, we appreciate everybody and thank you for your help.